What is up, guys? Welcome to What If Naruto Took His Training Seriously After Wave. So, yesterday, or a couple hours ago, or whatever you want to call it, and the day before, I uploaded two What Ifs. I didn't make them extremely detailed, going over multiple parts, which I didn't really like that. So, I'm going to upload this right now, and I'm going to think about it some more on if I want to continue that or, redo it. Well, not redo it, but more of create another video after this, basically combining both of them together, but just make it a little bit more detailed. Nothing really changes, it's just a little bit more detailed. Then after that, I'll upload part 3. No, I'm gonna just upload part 3 and make that more detailed, and then from there on make it way more detailed than it was before. That would be way easier than what I thought. But yeah, besides that, let's pretty much get into the video. Team 7 is currently giving the report on the Land of Waves, while Naruto is thinking about his ninja career and how he's gonna ask Gigi to train him or get somebody else to train him. You see, on the way back to the Land of Waves, Naruto thought about, his first serious real mission where people could have died and he wasn't strong enough to protect them. He always yelling about being Hokage and being the most powerful ninja, but he neglects things that he needs to know as Hokage, such as he needs to get up his intelligence, he needs to be calm and collective during battle, he needs to get his first kill, his skills are trash and they need to be way better than what they are, and a whole bunch of other things that he needs to fix about himself. Naruto then decides to ask Kakashi to train him, which Kakashi then says no, because in 2 months the Chunin exams are going to happen and he needs to focus on Sasuke. This bummed Naruto out, but like future him or current him is saying he's going to ask the Hokage for help. After Kakashi finished giving the report, he left with Sasuke following him, ready to start Sasuke's training, with of course Sakura, Sasuke's little puppy dog, following him. Naruto then asked the Hokage if he could help with with his training, because Kakashi said he couldn't train him because he's going to be focusing on Sasuke. Hiruzen then, looked a bit saddened about this, but decided to do something. He then told Naruto all about his mother, basically just spending an hour talking about his mother. Not only to inform Naruto about his mother, but to inform a certain Anbu that was watching him, looking over him today, about who exactly Naruto was. He also to, ignore the paperwork. After finishing his mother's life story and everything he knew about Naruto's mother, he told Naruto about the secret of the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto got excited and was about to run out until the Hokage stopped him, telling him to come back tomorrow because he's going to give Naruto the scrolls that his mother left him, and probably is going to have 3 Jonin senseis helping him. Naruto then, had a bigger grin on his face than he once did and started to run out. He then stopped by the door and said, "Gigi, why don't you just use the Shadow Clone Jutsu to do your paperwork instead of, doing it how you're doing it now?" Naruto then ran out, wanting to get the day over with so he could start his training. After Naruto left, Hiruzen resisted the urge to facepalm, with the answer literally being in his face, because Naruto always uses the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and he never thought to, use it to conquer the paperwork, in his words. Then a cat mask Anbu dropped from the ceiling, and asked him if what he said was true, which Hiruzen then said yes. Naruto is the son of Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, your former sensei. He then asked if she could train Naruto in the art of Kenjutsu, and if she can get Anko and Kurenai to help train Naruto also. She then nodded, wanting to train Naruto because she kind of owed Kushina a lot. So she might as well just train Naruto as a way of cashing in. Well, not cashing in, but you know what I mean. Like just doing it because she owed Kushina. So yeah. After her getting off of her duties, she went to where Anko and Kurenai herself usually meets up, a bar. After telling them everything, they decided to help train Naruto and decided not to drink because if they did, tomorrow they're going to have a massive hangover and won't be able to train Naruto. So after a little bit of liquor, not as much as they usually would, they went home and went to sleep. The next day they woke up bright and early and went to the Hokage office. But besides that, let's get to Naruto. Naruto was so excited that he could barely go to sleep, but at the same time he was excited to go to sleep so the day will come. He ended up staying up longer than he should have and woke up a bit tired. But the excitement, knowing what today is, had quickly pushed that tiredness aside. After getting dressed, he instantly ran towards the Hokage office, bursting through the door and says, I'm here, Hokage GG, or something like that. After noticing there were other people in the room and they were snickering, Naruto had the decency to blush from, embarrassment. After them introducing who exactly they was, with the one with pink, not pink, but purple long hair being Yugao Mizuki. No, not Mizuki, but something similar to that. The second one being Anko Midarashi, and the third one being Kurenai Yugi, or something like that. After introducing them, Hiruzen then explained what exactly the scrolls were. He then gave Naruto a giant scroll, which was a scroll full of seals of the Uzumaki clan. He then gave Naruto another scroll, which was a letter from Kushina. He then gave him one more scroll, which he told that these were the swords that, his mother used to own, and she'll probably want him to, have them. After getting everything, he then left to take, the scrolls and everything with him, knowing he's probably going to use them for his training with his new senseis. They then took him to a training ground outside of the Forest of Death. They then gave introductions. After giving introductions, they told Naruto of his training plan. First, they asked him what exactly he wanted to train in, which he said Kenjutsu, Sealing, Genjutsu, chakra control, a taijutsu style, and a bunch of other things that I need work in. This had them to smile, since basically Naruto is asking to be an all-around ninja, which unlike them will be better than just specifically learning something which could get you killed. But that's what they're just good at and just decided to roll with it, so they didn't become an all-around ninja like Naruto wanted to be. They then told Naruto his training plan. After waking up at around 7 o'clock, eating and washing up, he then meets up with Yugao in the Anbu training division. After some time training with Yugao and some other Anbu, he's gonna meet up. He's from like 8 all the way to around like 11 o'clock. By the time that happens, by the time he gets back to the main part of the village, it'll be time to eat. time for lunch, so he might as well eat lunch. After that, he'll meet up with Anko at Team 8 training ground and focus more upon chakra control, meditation, and genjutsu. After that, he'll meet up with Anko in the Forest of Death and train on his senses, just on his senses, like if he could sense chakra or his like hearing and sight and other things like that. Also his reaction speed and other things of the such. After that, he'll go home. By that time, it'll be like 5 p.m. and he could either work on sealing or just go to sleep. It's up to him since neither one of them know anything about sealing. And, well, it really starts now, but since they're already in their training ground, they might as well do it here. With Anko and Kurenai leaving, while Yugao started Naruto's training. She told him to create shadow clones to start, doing the katas, while himself do physical workouts. Because he's going to need to be strong for his mother's fighting style, Kenjutsu style. After an hour of them doing, physical training and the Kenjutsu katas, she told Naruto to meet up with Kurenai, which he proceeded to do, where he was told to create clones to start doing chakra exercises, while he worked himself on how to break genjutsu. After an hour of that, he then went to Anko, which, out of all of them, Anko's was the most hellish, with him needing to dodge, parry, and a whole lot of other things which forcefully pushed his body. And he thought about it, and, that was terrifying that he needed to spend more than 3 hours with Anko every day. And this is just an hour. He didn't thought about the training and thinking about backing down until he got his resolve. And said that, he's going to become Hokage and he's going to have to go through hard things such as this to do that. So he has to do it no matter how hard the training was. He then went home to, have his clones do calligraphy. The next day, Naruto created some clones, which they started to do calligraphy and, read up on beginner's level on the Uzumaki Funjutsu scroll. Naruto himself then, ate breakfast, washed up, put on some clothes, and went to the Anbu division. As soon as Naruto got there, Yugao told them that they're first going to get some clothes because he's not about to be walking around and kill me orange. They then sent Shin to a shinobi store where they proceeded to get Naruto some new clothes, which was like a black shinobi shirt with the Uzumaki swirl on one side, some pants, some black shinobi shoes, and some wrapping around his ankle. Also some sleeveless gloves with the metal plates on them. All around, he looked good, like really good. And that's when they went back to the Anbu division, with them having Naruto himself work on, physical exercises, while his clones fought with the Anbus. With the Anbu, teaching him a fighting style and showing his imperfection in the fighting style, and also working on his mother's Kenjutsu style. This is what happened from 8 to 11. After that was over, Naruto had to walk with weights on him, which was just restricting his speed, taking longer to get to the main part of the village. After that, he quickly ate as much as he could, then going to Team 8's training ground, meeting up with Kurenai. After practicing how to dispel and, make genjutsus, with right now Naruto only being able to make high-ranking genjutsu. Soon enough, he'll make it down, bring it down to low ranking. But, yeah, he's still able to do genjutsu, at least a little bit. After that, Naruto took a 30-minute rest. Kurenai's was from 1 p.m. to like 3 p.m. and Anko's was from 3 p.m. 3:30 p.m. all the way to, I'm gonna change the time up a little bit, but 5 p.m. So from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m., and from 5 p.m. on is where Naruto can either sleep or do more training on his own. Of course, they recommend he, take it easy sometime during the day because he'll overload his body and can mess it up. But Naruto's Naruto. He's going to train either way. After going with Kurenai, he, dreaded walking into the forest of death. It's not even that giant animals, the scary wolves, giant snakes, or anything else he was scared of. He was scared of Anko over all of those things. For a hellish amount of time that was elongated for Naruto, he was chased down, kunai thrown at him, and was taught that deception was the best thing to use. So Naruto went home sore and, cuts and burns all over his body with snake bites, and his arm is basically numb because a snake had hit him with a poison. Naruto had managed to make it home before collapsing on his bed, going to sleep, but before he did, he dispelled his clones, improving his calligraphy. The next day, Naruto did the same thing, and it was basically rinse, wash, rinse, repeat. After a month of doing this, and Naruto basically developing crushes on, Kurenai, Yugao, and Anko, which someone else decided to join, which was Hana, Kiba's sister, which she taught Naruto more of how to increase his senses, so it was more easier to deal with Anko's training. He ended up axing them out, unintentionally. He meant it as a compliment, but, he ended up taking 4 beautiful women out on dates. Of course, he used reinforced shadow clones to be able to do it. He first picked out flowers that meant love, respect, beauty, and some other flowers. After first going to Anko's place, he took her out on a fancy dinner date. After, strolling through the park, they went to a bar. I don't think Anko will be able to handle a fancy dinner date. She's just not that type of person. And after Anko started a bar fight, they ended up, walking her home. After dropping her off, he began to leave, but a snake wrapped around him, pulling him inside. And you already know what happened that night. That night. Next, he had a shadow clone go to Yugao's place. Yugao was the most elegant out of all of them, so she was taken to a fancy restaurant, where they proceeded to talk and have fun. After that, they walked through the park with Yugao, with Naruto massaging Yugao's back because she was stressed from work. This caused a series of moans from, the pain being released from her back, which she proceeded to, ravish him in front of the entire park. No one was there, but they were still at the park. Now, it's time for Hana. Hana wasn't like everyone else. She was kind of similar to Anko, but not as much as, not sadistic. She was similar to Anko, but not sadistic. They went out for a hunt, which proceeded to cook and eat the food, and they had an enjoyable time. After that, he took her home, and she had her dogs force him inside. And you already know what they did. Similar to the other two. After that another clone had went to Kurenai's house, which proceeded to take her on a date. After, well, you already know how this ends. They walk around to the Hokage's monument, where they proceed to watch the stars. After that, in some talking, you already know what Naruto did. Why do I keep having to say it? You know what this man did. He got ultimate Riz. What you're talking about. So yeah. The next day, Naruto, the real Naruto, woke up in, Anko's bed, with Anko laying on top of him. After Naruto managed to get her off, he went to go see what was in the refrigerator after putting on some pants. He then cooked some food and, brought it in to see Anko awake, which she looked like she was about to cry, thinking that Naruto had left, and he was like every other person. He then gave her the food, telling her that he needed to get home, but he'll see her later. He then left to go to his own home after eating some bacon and some eggs that he had made. The clone had woke up in Yugao's house, which was strange because last thing he remembered, they were, at the park, and she was ravishing him. He had quickly got up and started to bake some food, similar to how the real Naruto did with Anko, and, brought the food in, giving it to her, and telling her that he has to go. He then kissed her on the head and left, with Yugao, was surprised, really. She thought that Naruto was just gonna, do her and leave. The clone Naruto then popped as soon as he was out of the house. And it was basically similar with everyone else, but with Hana. After Naruto woke up, Hana also woke up due to her heightened senses, hearing Naruto move. They then started to walk out with a mob of people being there. They were all mad because they had, kept them up all night. And, they tried to chase Naruto down, but he managed to escape them. Naruto himself had, this was his real off day, but of course he was still going to train. After Yugao, Anko, Kurenai, and Hana met up, they then saw that they were kind of glowing. They then told them that, they didn't point at each other and said you all slept with Naruto. With them hearing voices saying, why are you sleeping with Naruto? With, of course, that being Iruka, Hayate, Gecko Hayate, and Asuma. This is basically going to be like a fan fiction. I had liked how this really went. So, yeah, basically it's going to be like a fan fiction called The Mirage Blade Fox or something. Similar to it, kind of. So, yeah. After them explaining what exactly happened and suddenly having the urge to, do it with Naruto, they forgave them and, whatever. This continued for the rest of the last month, with them going on dates. Naruto treated them, like his girlfriends, which he proceeded to call them Heims. And, they each had a distinctive name, with Yugao being, I'm going to say Swordheim, because she uses a sword. Anko being Snakeheim. Hana being Dogheim, and Kurenai being, I don't know, Genjutsuheim, whatever. I'm not good at coming up with names. But Naruto's life was practically perfect for those 2 months. After such 2 months, Naruto, it was time for the Chunin exams. Naruto then met up with his team, being much taller, actually eating good. And during that month, Naruto had figured out that he was a censor. So, yeah, that was something. And a very powerful censor at that. He's able he's able to sense emotions, chakra natures, and well, that's pretty much it. He also is able to sense intent, his chakra sense is so powerful. He's able to sense your emotions. That includes if you want to do something bad, good, you're evil on the inside, or some other stuff like that. So he met up with his team. They went inside with Naruto giving them a signal to not say anything about the genjutsu. But of course, Sasuke being Sasuke says something about the genjutsu. This calls the Chunin to attack Naruto with a certain green beast apprentice, whatever you want to call him, catching the kicks, pushing them away. He didn't want it to fight Sasuke, which Sasuke got utterly destroyed. Before it could go on any longer, Naruto had released a bit of his resistance skills and appeared in front of Rock Lee, kicking him to the ground, stopping him from, getting or hurting Sasuke more than he already is. He didn't lay Sasuke down, which Sasuke proceeded to get up and, yell that he had that. Naruto then said, yeah, whatever. He then looked towards Rock Lee and said, let's fight. And they both got into their own fighting stances. And with a blur of speed, they both disappeared from, Sakura and Sasuke's eyes, with Tenten and Neji being used to such speed. They could see, Naruto and Rock Lee move. They were surprised because Naruto seemed to be way faster and stronger than Lee was. After Naruto ends up kicking Lee into a wall, the fight ended. Rock Lee then said he wanted to face Naruto later on and beat him. He then said, it's always the prodigies that are stronger, but I will show you that hard work is better than being a prodigy or whatever. This made Naruto mad, because he did not just spend 2 months working his tail off just to be considered a prodigy, which he proceeds to yell at Lee, and said that he used the Shadow Clone Jutsu to go on so far, and all of this physical training was his own doing. So do not blame his hard work for prodigyness. Naruto then stormed off with his team following him. After Naruto passing by Kakashi, not wanting to talk to him after what he did, he entered the room and felt the weak killing intent that everyone was giving off. Naruto then sent his own killing intent out, scaring everyone there, which brought a smile to his face. This is where I'm going to end, and goodbye. Bye, ladies.